Hey guys, what's going on? Emerald Element here, bringing you guys another VOD from the weekly that I go to. This time, we're going to do things a little differently. I figured since we don't really have commentary a lot of the time, I figured that I would instead do post-commentary for my VODs so that we can see how these play out. And so you guys can kind of get a feel for what I was thinking in the match. So I can explain to you guys that sort of thing, and to improve my commentary skills. So with all that said, let's get started. So this first match was actually my first match of the night. It was against a good friend of mine who goes by the tag H4ZARD. He plays Charizard and Luigi, as you're going to see in this match, and of course I went Samus. Now the stream says Winks and eGuys, Grand Finals, and my recording things down there. Ignore all that because we had some lazy guys on the stream and they weren't changing it until later in the match. But with that said, let's go ahead and get into this. So H4ZARD plays Zard a lot. That's the one character that he's been consistent with lately. He's been soul searching a lot. Given the fact that we're friends, I play him in friendlies from time to time, and we're always pretty much 50-50 in our friendlies. So I remember looking at the bracket and I was like, oh no, I have to fight H4ZARD first. And I came into this a little nervous, actually, and it begins to show in my play from here and later. But with that said, so getting into the match, with Samus, when you're against Charizard, obviously, or really any heavy character, what you're going to want to do is really just zone out with Zair. Heavy characters can be zoned almost exclusively with Zair, which makes these kinds of matchups easy. Charizard's interesting in the way that he has a lot of range, specifically on his tilts and his back air. Spacing him can be a little difficult, as if you're not careful, you'll get outspaced yourself. And being outspaced while also dying at the same time. So this matchup is a little tricky. I'd say it's in Samus's favor just because of her ability to combo a lot easier. But Charizard definitely does have his advantages in this matchup. As you just saw, Flare Blitz killing decently early. I was thinking it was around 100%, I believe. And that's one thing you really got to look out for. And you have a multitude of options to avoid that. You can just you can Zair on the startup. You could charge shot and hit him out of it. Shield it. Even the smallest short hop will go over it. So you'd be surprised how many ways you can avoid it. As you saw earlier, I bomb hop to avoid it. That one I missed though, so I lost my stock because of that. And eventually took the stock back. I actually wasn't paying attention. I think it was a charge shot, as it probably was. So here I am, obviously I'm just kind of spacing, throwing things out, trying to get combos started. He's about 100%, so combos aren't really going to work. That there was a very this in general right here is just me being very hasty, me trying to get a kill and stay away from him at the same time, and having dodge shenanigans right there at the ledge. So I was getting a little careless, and as you saw, I tried to fire the charge shot. It wasn't a full charge shot, which is why I'm guessing it didn't work. So I ate the Flare Blitz because of that and lost game 1. So if I remember correctly, going into game 2, I believe H4ZARD banned Halberd, which Halberd is a legal stage we have for our local. And we only get one ban. So if I remember correctly, he banned Halberd. So I was looking at the stages, and I'm the kind of guy that takes forever between matches because I really want to weigh up all my options. So I thought to myself, I was like, okay, well, let's just go Battlefield. I don't have to worry about a too terribly low ceiling for up throw to kill, and I can still kill pretty early off the top with up air chains. And, in general, this is just one of Samus's best stages, and I practice here a lot, and I'm very comfortable with it. So I thought, okay, let's go to Battlefield. I think that would be my best chance, especially against Charizard. So already you can see I'm starting off much stronger. Getting in Zair when it counts and getting a couple reads to tack on a bit of percent, mostly to tech rolls and that kind of stuff. That's really just the name of the game, is just spacing with literally everything. Spacing with Zair, forward tilt, up tilt. I mean, you space with what you got. So There was me trying to gimp him there, and I don't know what was exactly going through my head when I input that back air there, because I know I was trying to force him off the stage to the right. That back air came out, and I think he just barely was at the hitbox of it, and it sent him across the stage, which is not what I wanted, but I said, screw it, whatever. You know, it's got him away from me. So that right there is a very scary situation to be in. He caught me just after I used my double jump, so I had to bomb hop back, which can be a very scary situation because you're very limited in your recovery that way, and you know, you can be intercepted easily. But you know, rolling back on the stage, getting that quick F tilt, killed it. I think it was at like 160, which caught me by surprise. I didn't think it was going to kill, but you know, obviously I wasn't complaining any. So here I am on my second stock, under 100%. Pretty good. It's a pretty good situation to be in. Of course, that Flare Blitz does take it, and you know, that's one thing about Hazard is that, like, you know, in a Charizard matchup, you're either always worrying about Flare Blitz or you're sleeping on it. You know, if you're not treating it with the kind of respect it deserves, you're doing one of those two things. And I'm the kind of guy, if I'm not treating it with respect, I'm generally sleeping on it just because I forget it's there. And for as long as I've played with Hazard, he's been pretty good at sneaking those Flare Blitz in there. But I managed to knock him off stage, I think with a bomb, I think it was. Honestly, I don't know what had happened there, but managed to get him off stage. And Charizard's recovery is not the best. His aerial mobility is not too great, and his multiple jumps are just kind of meh. So I knew I'd be able to go down there and sneak in that back air. And luckily he didn't tech, so that was the end of game 2. So now we go on to game 3. I don't recall exactly what I banned here. I think it might have been Final Destination or Duck Hunt, I think. I'm not entirely sure. But regardless, you know, Hazard was taking a moment to think, you know, what am I going to do here? And he eventually switches characters. This is where he switches to Luigi. Also, it says Fruity Straight Guy on the overlay there. That was a little joke we have. We like to give each other nicknames. Really funny, stupid nicknames, and Fruity Straight Guy is my nickname, so anytime you see that in a VOD, that's probably me. So he picks Luigi, and he decides, let's go to Dreamland. And I'm not entirely sure what his thought process was on this. I don't really know a lot about Luigi, but I wouldn't have imagined this to be the best choice, especially considering that Samus, you know, can kill off the top really easy with up air chains. And, you know, I tried to do that a lot in this set, but to no avail. And, you know, I mean, maybe there's something Luigi has here that I'm just not sure about, but honestly, I think this is much more in my favor than it was his. But regardless, I mean, look at the percents. I'm at 62, and he's below 50, because he's got some good combos on me, throwing in some good attacks, and you know, I started off okay with Zaire and dash attack and stuff, but as he gets closer to me in this first stock, as he got closer, I began to become much more careless, throwing out slow attacks and using just overall picking bad options and not really getting a lot from it. So there's a grab down B. That one didn't kill. He went for a second one. I guess he was really fishing for that kill, and he missed. I managed to whiff or punish with the up air. No kill, which I thought it would. So we got into a bit of an offstage scuffle there. I saw him charging the up smash, so I said, okay, cool, I can roll and be safe. But obviously, as you saw there, I wasn't. He hit me, and he took my stock, and that caught me off guard. Like if the player cam was on and you saw me, like my body just like twitched out there for a second, because I was just like, wait, what happened? Because I was not expecting that to happen. So I'm a stock down. He's at 100%, and at this point, I'm feeling pretty nervous because I really was just not wanting to lose this first game, you know, going in. And I gotta say, that's one thing about a tournament is that, like, you never want to lose like your first match. Like, he's just like, let me win this one match, you know. If I could lose another, fine, whatever. But you know, you never want to lose that first match. So I got onto the second stock right around here, and I was like, okay, I'm playing carelessly. I need to slow it down, and I need to space a lot more. So that's what I started to do. I started trying to mix them up using extended dash dancing, and staying back and zaring a little more, spacing him. And I mean, you see it all right here, and it's keeping him out, you know, until I throw out laggy moves like grab there, but it keeps him out. I got a little nervous when he got in, so I did my spot dodge shenanigans that seem to work 90% of the time. I don't know why, but it does, so I did it. And I managed to take his stock by just throwing in that small up air, or up B, I mean. So now the playing field's looking a little bit more even. I have a little bit more percent than he does, but I managed to tack some of it on back real quick. Got that tech read with a grab. Was going for the a 0 to death sort of combo right there, but I just messed it up. So I got that air dodge read with the back air. Saw the green missile, and I knew my punish opportunity was there. Hit him with the charge shot, and there goes the set. And I think the tables really turned there. That he was getting nervous, but regardless, that was the set. Good games to Hazard. And with that being said, guys, that is the end of this VOD. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be doing another one of these here real soon from the same tournament, so stick around for that. And let me know what you guys think about this in the comments, if you prefer me to commentate over these or not. You know, feedback is greatly appreciated. So with that being said, guys, I really appreciate you guys watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. See you later.